Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to Let's Build. The topic has probably been given away to the title already. And you might be wondering why we're starting looking at this Marauder. Well, it's because this Marauder is about to have the worst day of its life very soon, and that is because we've declared nuclear war on it. This is the bomb drone that I made the other day, and I was going to do a Let's Build on making this thing, but it kind of... well, there you go. It kind of turned out to be a little bit... well, here's the thing with From the Depths. I never like to say that anything in this game is easy, because while some things are definitely more straightforward to do than others, this experience is so subjective and this game is just so generally complicated that I just hesitate to call anything easy, because what I might find easy, someone else might find incredibly difficult, and vice versa, and it's a broad player base, and it's I don't know, there's so many things to know. But it was, that being said, it was way easier than I thought to make that little drone, and it just took a few hours of tweaking before it does pretty much exactly what I wanted to do, which is blow things up. And the name of it is the Tactical Nuclear Weapon TNW Tuziatek, which is the closest my keyboard can get to typing the Hungarian word for firework. Because I usually do a reptile or amphibian theme with my craft, but I couldn't think of any outright suicidal reptiles or amphibians or dinosaurs or anything like that. So Hungarian word for firework it is. Tuziatek. It's just, yeah. I was gonna give it a more cutesier name just to, like, kind of for sadistic joy, but it just kind of fell through. Anyway, I like this thing. And as you can see, it kind of flops around. It's amphibious, so basically, it also gets stuck on things. Let's not be too close for when it blows up, which will be any second now. It's stuck. It is stuck. Wait, no, it's not stuck. Are you stuck? You're stuck. So, oh, no, you're not stuck. Are you gonna manage it, or do you need help? You are very stuck. Okay, so for those of you wondering what to do if your nuclear weapon gets stuck... oh, no, okay. Are we getting there? You are quite stuck. You keep rolling around like that, you are gonna... Anyway, so you can detonate nukes by hitting Q on them, so you can do that. So if your nuke gets... oh, we've killed the Marauder, how nice. So if your nuke gets stuck on something in the campaign, you can just do that. And it'll work. And, like, it's not really cheating, it's like kind of just pushing a button and making the thing explode, which is kind of the whole point with bombs in general. It's just you should be able to control when they go off, because if you can't do that, you should not be responsible for said bomb. And I like watching things blow up, so I'm going to show you a thing I taught myself how to do. A thing I learned how to do just earlier. So let's spawn in 3 Marauders. And here's a thing I made earlier, and just basically for giggles. I didn't intend this thing to go anywhere. I was in an airship building mood the other day, and so, well, a hovercraft building mood, and so I built this thing. That's not the right thing. It's in ships, it's in progress. A quick hover missile thing. And so I built this, and it's very simple. It's an RTG powered missile thing, complete with paint job. Very simple. Let's go here, and I need to re-enable my flag because there's a weird bug on, which doesn't let us do this. And you might be noticing we've got a, what's it called again? A Tuziatek being built right now. Or firework. I think I should just call it a firework. Tuziatek is the code name for people who can't read Hungarian. But in any case, which is most people, actually, in the world. So anyway, I just slapped a nuke spawn on this. I went over to the Grey Talon Adrastos, so that's here. It's in regular for some reason. No, it's in airships. This thing spawns in with little sub-vehicle Garaks, which continually spawn ICBMs, which is this thing over here. I basically just recreated the ICBM and made little tweaks, and I should really show that off. And so, I know how to spawn nukes, I know how to make a nuke, and I've made it. I know how to spawn nukes, and it's not really that hard, especially if you just copy what the game, what Faction Craft already do. I even used a prefab. And so, yeah. Boom. And let's stop doing that, and I'll show you, firstly, the nuke spawner. Well, no, I'll show you the nuke. So this guy is reasonably straightforward. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. This isn't really a tutorial, is it? So you'll see it's got 3 nukes in the front. It's got 2 more under the wings in case it side scrapes something. Let's do this just so we don't get sick. And it's got a wee little injector engine here, which actually way more power than it actually needs. A little bit of fuel. It's got wings in the front. Air elevator probably doesn't even need the wings. It's got little ailerons for roll, got little roll ion thrusters, it's got a jet engine, little ion thrusters here, rudders, and the reason for the ion engines and the rudders is because you might have noticed, where is it? Where did I leave it? Oh, here it is. This thing tends to flop into the water quite a lot, like the Great Talon's ICBM tends to do that as well, and I actually tested that a quick hover missile thing, just spawning a Great Talon ICBM. It's like, yeah, okay, let's see if this works. And it did work, however, it did that. It flopped right into the water, and the Great Talon ICBM is only got regular jets on it. It cannot move properly in water, so it just nosedived into the water and stayed there, and that's no good. And so I have used ion engines on this thing, and also rudders, so not only can this thing move underwater, it can steer underwater. Which means, and hopefully we can demonstrate this with something like... let's go with lots. Let's see the lots. So this thing has a habit of, when it gets to something, it just kind of belly flops into the water, well, overshoots, and then kind of sneaks up underneath it and then explodes, which is fantastic for putting holes in hulls. And you'll also notice, let's just pause it right here, it has 2 combat behaviors. It has a thing I call travel and engage. These are exactly the same, so if we go here, it's this is a hover AI, so travel, which is active, is hover 200 meters above the target. Engage is hover 0 meters over, and so if we go, probably should not demonstrate this on a thing that's about to hit the thing. Let's see. No enemy within 250 meters, it sets it to travel, and if there is an enemy within 250 meters, it sets it to engage. Let's get off this guy before he actually does that. Which works very well. It means that the firework to Ziatek flies to about a point 200 meters over the target, or 250 meters rather, and then it just proceeds to just kind of flop around the target until it finally runs into it. And that was a rare moment where it actually landed on top of it. And this one, by the looks of it, is going to nosedive into the water. Yep, there it goes. Missed by inch. Jeez, what happened there? And yep, and it just it turned into a torpedo. So yeah, I have mostly by accident, to be honest with you, invented an amphibious nuclear weapon, like something that is equal parts ICBM and torpedo, which I think is pretty freaking sweet. So, going over to the missile thing, which I really should give a name. This thing is actually pretty decent, despite the fact it's built in a kind of an idiotic manner. It's got ammo storage right here. It uses, like, it runs off RTGs. It costs 36,000 materials, and it's a little bit weird, and has no active defenses apart from speed. But okay, so if we go here and we do this, you'll see the arrangement we have in here is this blue point spawner was prefabbed off a Garak, and so is this ACB. So if there's an enemy within 0 to 5,000 meters, all it does is spawn default vehicle, and that's it. And with the vehicle brute point spawner, the default vehicle is aircraft / thrustercraft / TNW to Ziatek, and hold until at least 100% complete. Minimum hold time is 1. Spawn point distance 20 meters, and spawns to preserve is 2. It has 2. It spawns 2 at a time, and in this case, maximum lifetime spawns is about 6, which is about as much as the material storage on this thing can afford. It tends to run out. But yeah, so that's basically it. Incidentally, if we go here and destroy everything and spawn in the thing that I ripped this off of, gods, it's taken me a while to get to the actual building, isn't it? But if we look at the Adrastos, and more specifically at the Garak, so G44 Garak per mortem pacem, this is the thing I was working off. So, as you can see here, it is pretty much the exact same setup. Where is that ACB? It is here. So, same ACB, that's where I got it from. And same vehicle proof one spawner, except this spawns in the ICBM GT, Great Talons. And in case you're wondering, each Garak spawns 7 ICBMs, which is about as much as its material storage can hold. So, did some of them just collide with each other? No? Oh, okay, they didn't. But in any case, yeah, so, wow, they almost did collide. So, in case you're wondering just how many nukes you have to deal with when fighting an Adrastos, or, like, 4 Garaks, rather, it is 7 times 4, which is 28, which is a lot of nukes, actually, so, you better be able to stop all the nuclear weapons. So, with that in mind, let us build a nuclear submarine. Finally get to the point of the video. So, we're gonna start off just by making a wide thing, and incidentally, I made a prefab earlier because I want this on it. I want a sonar system that is as armored as I can make it, and so it's a nice round circular thing. It's arguably not great to put on a submarine, it's not very hydrodynamic, but it's got an active sonar, passive sonar, and it's about as protected as you can possibly make it. It needs a lot of surge protectors, of course. So we're going to do a wacky thing, and we're going to start from the top. Oops. Okay, so this is the start of it. And also, I'm going to try and do a thing, which I don't usually do, so don't get too used to it, and I'm going to try and not make a canoe. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there, and there, and there, and there, oops, and there, and that was 3 meter, 2 meter, and 1 meter, and there we go. It's possibly a little bit too much. Let's not do that. Let's do instead 1 more of these, then 1 more of these, and 1 more of these. Excellent. Ah, crap, I just realized. Alright. Whoops. Never mind. I do like that though, so we're gonna keep it, but we're going to be clever. We're going to be clever and prefab that thing. Almost. And and now we do this for giggles. And there, because I want to keep that. Like so. Now. Crap, that's still not what I wanted to do. Nope, this is what I want to do. I wanted to do this. Let's do that preemptively. That's still not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. I want a little bit of width. I want a little bit of girth on here, if you get me. So we go here, here, and I am doing this whole stupid thing ass backwards. So there we go. We got a nice thing that isn't entirely canoe-shaped. I guarantee you somebody in the comments is going to say it still looks like a canoe. In which case, I don't know what to tell you. I should really make a video on the thing I made the other day, which really does look like a canoe. And I'm not going to show it this time. You'll just have to imagine it until I do show it. Maybe I'll just, for giggles, make a montage of, like, real canoes. And just make a whole bunch of them. Just to annoy you guys, because I know there's a bunch of people who are just all like, BorderWise, can you not make a canoe, please? Like, you always make canoes. And that's nice, but can you not, for once in your life? And the answer is, I must. I am contractually obligated by my brain to make canoes, and there's nothing I can do about it. Let's do that. Probably going to replace that with rubber later. In fact, yes, I should do that now, rather than later. Alright. And watch this. This is very cunning. This is the most cunning thing I've ever seen. Pays to make your stuff ahead of time. That's not the right width. We want that a little bit longer. This is not the best shape to stick on the front of something. It's not going to be particularly hydrodynamic. What the balls has happened here? That's a different shape, that is. Oh no, it's not a different shape. It's like that. What is this accent? Is this a Liverpool accent? I don't know. Apologies to my UK audience. Yeah, I should really stop that. I felt the cringe from that. All the way on. Funny thing, New Zealand, where I live, is about as far away from the UK as it is physically possible to be while still being on planet Earth. Simply because it is literally on the other side of the world to me. Like, you can't get any further. And I've even visited the UK once. It's back in 2014. Once in a lifetime. Family vacation. It was good fun. Had a whale of a time. For those of you who are not from the UK, but do plan to visit it at some point, do yourself a favor, give yourself a decent amount of time to look at stuff when you're in London. Don't try and visit more than one museum in a day. Me and my family, when we were there, was that really 6 years ago? It was. Deacon's hell. Time flies. But anyway, we tried to visit the British Natural History Museum and the British Museum in one day. We tried to go and look at everything in both those museums, and it's the only time in my life that my eyeballs have physically hurt just from looking at something. It was extraordinary. Like, they actually hurt. They were like, my eyes. I have witnessed too much. All the groovy stuff the British Empire has stolen over history. It's all too much. That might have been a little mean, but you know what? It's kind of the truth of it. A lot of the stuff in the British Museum, and in the Natural History Museum, for that matter, they didn't exactly ask permission before they lugged it back to England, so... That was in the past, though, so they have learned slightly better since then. Slightly. But yeah, I was meant to be building a nuclear submarine. So who am I to criticize people for past imperialism? Because this thing I am going to, in the campaign playthrough, yes, I will be streaming that. Some more. It's been too long since I've had a campaign stream. I've been too busy procrastinating and building an anti-white flare airship. Yeah, so we need to get in there, and I'm going to be using this thing to troll the Onyx Watch a bit, and possibly the White Flares as well. This is going to be an interesting looking submarine. It's not very big. I do have to say that, it's not very big. Definitely should have missiles. Definitely should have missiles. How long is this thing? It doesn't need to be that big. It doesn't need to be that big. I don't plan on it being very big. And... I should really just cover this whole damn thing in rubber, shouldn't I? Preemptively, so I don't forget. Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Oh no, the Liverpool accent's back. Cover your ears, children. This is not how England sounds like. Once again, I'm doing an accent like when I'm on the other side of the world, and how would I know what it sounds like? How would I know? I wouldn't. See? Ignorance is the first step to prejudice and making accents which, truth be told, are not very funny. So, yeah, rubber. Let's talk about rubber instead. Rubber is awesome. Rubber comes from trees. It's one of those things... Well, unless it's synthetic rubber, I guess. But, yeah, it's like it's a weird feeling sometimes. It's just like, yeah, that thing on your car tires, that came from a tree, probably. Yeah, it's just we depend on nature, man. We kind of do. Like the oxygen I'm breathing right now, and presumably that you are also breathing, that came from a tree too. Tree made that. Tree, not expecting any thanks for it. But, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. That tree just, was doing its thing. It's doing its tree things. And, yeah. It's just, it just made some oxygen so you could breathe and stay alive. Didn't do it specifically for you, though. If you could ask the tree, it would probably say something like, "What? Get out of here. Like, I didn't do this for you. I did this for the bees that dive into my flowers, and it feels really, really good." Yeah, if you ever stop to think about how for flowering plants, a bee having a nice, good rummage around in the pollen and stamens and all that stuff, that is the flowering plant equivalent of sex. So that I find that funny. Maybe I shouldn't. I find it funny. It's just when you see a bee just getting in there, getting really busy, the plant is. Well, who knows what the plant's actually thinking, but I like to imagine it thinking like, "Oh, yes. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels so good." So, yeah, like, this is what I think. This is what I think about, people. This is what my brain occupies itself with, when it's not doing other things. Should I put some rubber around there? I'm not going to bother. Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Need to put some rubber on the underside as well. We're probably not going to see this thing spawn any nukes this episode because I'm too busy rambling about who even knows what. Thank goodness I remembered to do that thing. This is yet another poster child moment for why you should plan your build out ahead of time. Because I'm not doing that. I'm really not doing that. At the very least, though, I'm going to prefab the entire front half of this thing, well, this entire thing actually, and use that to form the back, because that is, well, that's one of the reasons why my craft tend to be pointy in the front and back, is simply because that's one way to literally halve the time that you spend making the hull, is that you just make one end, then prefab it, and then make the other end using that. It's, I quite like it. Oh no, the Liverpool accent's back. First it was the French accent, now it's a one English accent. Yes, I know. There's more than one. There's plenty, actually. Just within England, there's plenty. So yeah. It was actually in a stream, the last stream I did. A person commented, sorry if I don't remember who said it, that I say do an awful lot. I do. You are absolutely correct. What the balls is going on here? And there, I just did it again. So, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my brain holding pattern. If words are not forthcoming, I say doot. I think I still say like a lot as well. That is a lifelong habit. I think my whole family does that. It says, you say, like, you know, like, it's like, you know, like that thing that happens when you like, and it drives everybody, including me, to distraction. So, let's do this. Was that a failure? No, it was not a failure. It was, exactly what I wanted to do, except I'm going to do this now. I'm not going to stick rubber on the top, because if this thing rolls upside down, it's kind of too late already. Let's go over here now. Cool, and double layer of metal on top. This thing is gonna roll like no one's business, and I don't like that there's a weak point over here. I'm going to fix that quickly. There we go. That's very nice. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't get shot off. Underside is quite weak. Interesting, I have ended up with 2 layers of metal on the side. We all live in an armored submarine. An armored submarine. An armored submarine. We all live in an armored submarine, etc., etc. The Beatles. I cannot name many Beatles songs. Like, freaking hell, what is an example? Like, when you try... Here, those of you at home, I implore you, just try and, like, sing, like, or remember this, like, a Beatles song when you're trying to build a nuclear submarine. How long is this thing? That's 100 meters long. We should save. Ships. That's not what I wanted. Prototypes. Oh yeah, so this is the canoes I was talking about. Nuclear submarine. And what do you reckon? I actually want to make this thing RTG powered because that'll be hilarious and cool. I also plan to put azipods on it. So to do that, we need to cut its backside off, so, and we need to make some slopes, so let's go here, here, and I'm also going to be very, very naughty, and, let's see, I'm going to be extremely naughty indeed. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm going to be... Freaking hell. I don't even remember what naughtiness I was going to be up to. Shocking! Alright. Jeez. Oh yeah, so I'm going to stick the propulsion on first just to get an idea how it looks. I'm pretty sure it'll work anyway, because... I don't know, in some ways a submarine is easier to make than a surface vessel because you know exactly where the drag is. It's probably going to be in the middle if you've made it symmetrical. So yeah, that's probably going to be it. God bless these. And over here. Yeah, this is going to have to be submarine very good at doing that thing where it stays below the water, because that'll be pretty much its best and only defense. Let's see here. Go to syn blocks. Double helipod. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good, actually. I like that. This double azipod thing I've got going on is a little bit cheaty. It is a teeny, incy, bitsy, witsy bit cheaty. But I like it too much in order to mind, really. So, yeah. That's my excuse. And I'm sticking with it. Okay, let's, what's this? Not that. We want... Ah, poop. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that thing now. Didn't mean to do that thing. Okay, I think we got it. Do we got it? Is that a 4 meter thing? That's a 3 meter thing! Oh no! I am having a brain moment. This is the part of the video where BorderWise stops talking because he's trying to think about how to do things. Ugh, this thing's backside is not going to be particularly well armored, is it? There I am going doot again. Thank you, commenter, for making me self-conscious about my doot. Damn it, all I wanted to do was doot in peace. Now I can't. Ah, I can't do it. Still can't do it. Okay. There we go. Alright. What's this thing? That's that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And okay. And yeah, how are we doing in there? That's looking alright. Because it's gonna be like that, and then what? So, and then like this. As I was saying, these things are a little bit cheaty because there's two things in there. One of them is facing backwards, and it is technically blocked off by the rear of it. I should see if this thing even works properly. And yeah, I should change this angle control. Set that to minus. Oops, can't do that. And set this to minus because they are on the top. Hopefully that is the exactly right thing to do. I just went doot 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 again. Oh, it's clipping, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Was it always clipping? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, I'm gonna have to change that. Ah, dang it. Okay, let's do this. Now let's do this, and we'll see how it looks. Does that clip into anything? Yes, it does. Dang it, I never had that problem before. This never happens, I swear. Okay, that's less noticeable though. Slightly less noticeable. Ay, ay, ay. Whoop. That is a 3-meter thingy. Now that's that, and now it's that, and now this is that. Probably could have made that metal. Now I'm gonna prefab all this. I love prefabbing! Prefabbing is my favorite thing. Actually, well, yes, it is my favorite thing. Because cram cannons are best made with lots of prefabs. Lots and lots of prefabs. Perfect! Not perfect. There we go, that worked. Now, same dealio. Got to remember now. Tiny bit of clipping. Tiny bit. Do. I just did the doot doot. Doot doot do 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 do. Doot doot do 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 doot doot do 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 do. You get a gold star if you know where that tune's from. And let's go sit on you. Oh, I like where this is going. This thing is actually going to float kind of well because it's got lots of rubber on it. And stick the control thingy right at the front because this thing is actually going to roll over. It is going to roll right over. Where is it? Don't see. Once again, Rambot's going to be roughing it over on the front. Let's see here. Let's just see if these things are turning exactly the way I want them to. Yes. Yes, perfect. Alrighty then. Save that. Probably get this thing sinking. Which means... lead. Or heavy armor. Or both. Heavy armor, let's think. Alright. I want the nuke spawning to happen here at the back. So... let's just fill this in quickly. I could stick something in there, but I'm not going to. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should. Alright, so where shall we stick stuff? Alright. You know what we should do? We should stick some torpedoes on here, and I mean big ones. Because that is... step one is torpedoes. I want 2 big torpedoes on here. Here, here. And here, here. Here, here. And that is a not big enough gap. Curses. That's annoying. Okay, but yeah, because I do want large torpedoes here. I do want large torpedoes, and I need something that is exactly 4 by 4 meters. No, 2 by 2 meters. My bad. This. And how much? Yep, that's suddenly way away. More expensive. I actually want here. That is gonna. That'll be the first thing to bump up against terrain. I don't like it. I also want rubber. Let's do that instead. Make this rubber. Crud. Rubber. Rub-a-dub-dub. This is the kind of thing that my gut is telling me you're going to change this in testing, BorderWise. You are definitely going to change this. Almost looks like it has eyes now. How adorable. That is under 2 layers of metal. Yes, it is. This is a weird little missile controller I'm doing right now. Plant gantry. And we're just going to seal this off with some metal, just so we don't have to see it. There we go. There we go, there we go. All the ejectors? Okay, that's all the ejectors. Yes, I know, I'm meant to be making a nuclear submarine. A nuclear submarine. There's a debate on the pronunciation. I also want torpedoes on it, alright? Okay. Alright, okay, alright. Yeah, there we go. And go over here, and I'm going to stick the local weapon controller directly onto metal, because that's such a good idea. It's not a good idea. Which is why I'm also going to do this preemptively. I'm also going to seal the whole thing off with metal. And I don't even mean the music. I forgot to put very important missile components in here. I'm going to do this instead. Target fire. Yes. 5. And then identify friend or foe, because that is important. And another surge protector. Hopefully it'll do. We still got that. We need ammunition as well. And You know what'll really mess with them is this. Now it'll have to go the long way around, assuming... Oh, damn it. Alright, nuclear submarine. How are we doing? We're at 55,000 materials and we've barely done anything. That's nice. And I've only got 20 minutes of building time left. That is also nice. That's all nice and sealed off. Alright, ammo compartment. We do need that. We do definitely need that. Should we even bother with spaced armor? This thing's got rubber on it. Spaced armor is actually probably a very good idea. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll have multiple ammo compartments. We will have one over here. Where was that? That was... Okay, perfect. Perfecto! Multiple ammo compartments is a good thing. I am singing the ammo compartment tune, which is a good tune. That is not what I wanted. What do I want to do? I want to do this. I want to do that. Because that is good, and it's all sealed around. And let there be ammunition. It's a very cramped little submarine, this. And with that, we have achieved submarine status. And I can prefab. Oh my god, guys. Can you believe it? More prefabbing. More prefabbing. Prefabbing, yeah, prefabbing. Prefabbing. It's like it's short for something, you know. It's short for prefabrication. Prefabrication. And now we're gonna do this. Whee! All the way over on the other side. I'm gonna go. Hang on. Let's go somewhere. Not there. Here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. And now we have a lot of ammunition, and now we should hopefully sink evenly. And down she goes. We have achieved a submersible. Should probably still stick a rudder or something on the back here. This thing is going to roll over by the looks of it. Yes, it is, Queen. Yes, yes, it is. That's what I get for making that control tower thingy out of, what's it? Out of metal. Right. Now, AI compartment. I'm going to go slightly mad with. Slightly. Not too mad. Hopefully, this doesn't just go straight through. I don't actually often do the whole full wrapping the heavy armor with stone. Don't often do that. Mostly out of sheer laziness. But it can be... Dang it. It can be a good idea, though. I do recommend. This is going to be more than just the AI compartment. Actually, it's a little bit big just for pure AI. And by the looks of it, yeah. Did I mention I'm going to make this thing run on RTGs, just for giggles. Because I can. Because by gum, I can. I have the room for it. Alright, so we have a nice secure AI compartment, or we're about to right now. Alright. Nice and secure. Well, kind of nice and secure. Almost nice and secure. Right. What's going on here? Here's a metal beam. But we don't want that. We want this. There we go. Now we know what we're doing. That looks weird. We've got the whole Egyptian pyramid scheme. Pyramid scheme. They probably did have pyramid schemes. I am already liking the way this thing looks. I am. It's got decent armor for a submarine. It's still rolling over. That gets on my tits, I've got to say. I can see the problem right now. It's on my tits, and I wish it would get off my tits. I want it to be somewhere else. Alright, so we have ammo. We also need more missiles. I'm glad you suggested it. There we go. Thankfully, exactly 4 meters wide in here. Missile compartment. Can be reasonably big. Fortunately... Oh no, fortunately. Fortunately, I say. We can do this. We can just have one like so. Interesting. We can only get... Whew. Life is hard. Life is hard and then you die. Why? The missile controller has got one of the freaking weirdest setups ever. So there. No, if I'm more clever than that, I can get 3 lines of missiles in. Can I do this? Yes, I can, because I'm a genius. I am an occasional genius. Only occasionally. Not all the time. You can't... brain power cannot quite manage that. Only occasionally. Gotta save something to do tomorrow. That's... Don't need 2 of those. Do need 1 of those. 0.5. These are not going to be amazing little missiles in here. They are, in fact, going to be... Oh, dang. We need freaking ejectors. You know what? We'll just have to make do with them being a little bit shorter. Crud. Okay. Can't really do that. No, we can't. Nope, we can't. Nope, we can't. Alright. We'll do this then. We'll do this. This is not... Don't have a... This is why you don't want to make your craft too narrow. Because you run out of room to do cool stuff. Alright, so now we go... I was trying to be clever, because I've done it before. Then I remember this was a submarine, and these freaking these missiles are going to need ejectors if they want to do anything worthwhile with their lives. Like, guys, never underestimate how much ejection you'll need. It's good to have a fair amount of ejection in life, because it means you can't... If you don't have enough ejection, you won't be able to... sail onward to better things, more interesting things. You'll be stuck where you're at. You'll be stuck floating underwater, uselessly. And of course, people will try and tell you, "Oh, you could always be a torpedo since you're down here, just being a floater." But that's a lie. That is a dirty, dirty lie. If you don't have torpedo propellers, and if you don't have a ballast tank, and if you don't have a torpedo sonar, you can't be a torpedo. It's a terrible career choice if you've spent your entire life, and in fact you were manufactured to be a missile. So, you gotta, like, you know, you gotta get that ejector on. Otherwise, yeah, like, your whole degree will be useless. That went in a... We've reached that point in the Let's Build where I've officially stopped saying anything useful. These missiles are quite short, and that makes me sad. But you know what? We'll have to make do. TG, and we're gonna go. Ooh dear. Alright, so. Okay, we want to start to like. Ooh, interesting. We need to. Okay, we're gonna do this instead because we need a ballast tank. We need this to be as buoyant as humanly possible. Guidance activation delay is going to set to, let's say, 2. 1 turn activation delay is set to 1 because we want this thing to be like that. Hopefully, and I just remembered, we need to set some limits on this. So let's set this to that. Oops. And let's set that to 2,000 meters because that's a good idea. We haven't even built the AI yet. Gosh, dang it. Alright, so let's set that to 10, set that to 3,000 meters. And also need to actually make these things torpedoes. So, torpedo propeller, torpedo sonar, fin, and 1 turn, and ballast tank, tank protection guidance, and photo warhead. Water thrust duration is 60 seconds. Okay, that'll have to do. These are gonna be kind of slow because I want them to have that full. There we go. How expensive this thing? This thing's already like that. The main point of this thing will be the nukes it carries, so we should probably stick that in place already. So, where is our prefab? Because it's gonna be back here. And I just do again, so vehicle spawners, Tuziahek spawner. I guarantee you I am not pronouncing that right. I apologize, but I cannot pronounce things. So let's just say that this thing spawns, spawn distance, let's say that spawns 30 meters away. So let us test spawn. How far away is that? That's good. We want that quite a way away. Probably... Oh, goodness me. I regret everything because that's not meant to happen. Well, we've confirmed that it works. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. Good thing I stuck God mode on the Tuziahek, didn't I? Alright, so you, go... Oh god, no. No! Well, that's, perfect. This thing doesn't even have an AI on it, and it still managed to get nuked by itself. That's impressive. You have outdone yourself, BorderWise. You have outdone yourself. Alright, let's see about getting some freaking... Alright, so do this. Actually, first we're going to do this. We're going to set this to 25. And no, we're going to set this to 20. Actually, you should just... And we're going to set this one to 30 and this one to 40. Actually, you're going to set this one to 10. This one to 20. This one to 30. What was that? That was 20, 30, 40. I didn't even stick an AI on this thing yet. Alright, so we need to stick an AI on here so we can safely turn on God mode. So there. Save you like so. And you have materials. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to already have you do a test run. Because you're sinking. So before we even do engines or anything like that, we're going to have you spawn in some nukes. And so let's spawn in, yeah, our friend Moreira. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Interesting. Right. Right, we just learned something. And that is, don't do that thing. Right, that was a miserable failure. So, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Okay, alright, so we're damn it. Stop. Alright, so we just learned something. We can only have one of those at a time, so... So spawn point distance, 30... 10... Spawns to preserve, 10, so it just dumps a whole bunch of these guys in play. I guess that makes sense. If I spawn another one in... Alright, let's, 10, 10... that... Alright, let's test that now. I'm pretty sure I stuck an AI on you, sir. Let's go here. Let's do that again. I didn't save. That was a stupid thing. Alright. Ready. Well, the missiles managed to get there. I think we need longer missiles. But yeah, we've spawned 1 and 2 to the Ahex. And now they're actually torpedoes. Sneaky torpedoes. Gonna need you to get out of the water a bit faster than that, mate. Wow, I have invented a nuclear torpedo submarine. That's very, very interesting. It works! It totally works. Almost makes up for the fact that, this damn thing was, nuked itself before anything else. Wait a minute. Why didn't the torpedoes fire? Why did they not fire? Interesting. I think we just missed... Yeah, we did. The Moreira just got nuked again. And again. So I think this oh, dearie me. Interesting things are happening. Is there any way to... It's not finishing them. Interesting. Alright. Alright. We're learning things, people. We're learning things. And I'm just going to... for the sake of the ending thumbnail, spawn this guy in again and have him sit on the seafloor. It just occurred to me that those bottom azipods are going to bounce on the seafloor a little bit, but that's okay. And bonk. There we go. Not the most auspicious start to creating a submarine. But you know what? We're getting there. I wasted a lot of time just talking about how awesome my new nuke is and showing off another completely different craft. Aren't you glad I didn't show off all my canoes? Well, there's the start of this fine underwater gal, and I hope you enjoyed watching. And I hope, like, you learned something, maybe. Maybe you can go off and make your own nuclear submarine torpedoes. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon if you like, it really helps. Thank you to all my current Patreon supporters, and I will see you next time in From the Depths. We're gonna finish this violation of international nuclear treaty together. Farewell!